What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Stomp podcast, your weekly wrestling show, where we are glowing this week, maybe even in the dark.
Yep, I get. I understand what you're referencing. Don't
Okay,
worry.
just want to make sure you understand what I'm referencing.
I know you're referencing our glorious queen, Ivy Nile.
She's great, honestly. I'm not
No,
not the person I'm referencing, but I mean she's great as well.
that's a clear reference at what appears to be the women's signing for WWE.
Well, apparently there's multiple coming in.
Yeah, but that's the big one.
It's the big one, yeah.
It's the only big one.
No.
Because
Nothing's
the other one
until anyone shows up in a promotion. Until they sign with WWE. That's the only other time it's other confirmed.
Because Trinity, aka Naomi, is probably going to be a WWE superstar once again.
Yeah.
But
apparently people within TNA and WWE are assuming that she'll be in WWE sooner than later.
Mm-hmm. But Mercedes Moné appears to be going to the other side.
Nothing's confirmed yet.
Nothing's fully confirmed about.
They
Trinity.
did the same thing with Punk, so I'm holding on hope. They did. This is the same exact thing they did with Punk.
Grayson's about to cry tonight when she shows up to AEW.
We are filming this on
Wednesday
at 4 p.m. Central Time. So if anything happens after this 2 hours or however long this goes on for, you know what happened. We're
Grayson's on the floor in shambles if something happens.
They would have had her happen at Worlds Collide, or what's called World's End. That's where it was.
She wasn't signed yet.
Also, we have to talk about World's End as well, because we didn't talk about it last time because we filmed beforehand.
Mm-hmm.
And the episode came out before World's End, so
yeah, you think?
Yeah, words. Okay, I watched my nap.
I watched Worlds Collide.
It's not called Worlds Collide. It's called World's End.
World's End. Sorry, I watched it.
Worlds Collide is something else happening. I swear. Anyways,
was that what they called on the CW Flash, the Infinite Crisis on Earth?
No, that was
Is that what they call?
No, that's called Infinite Crisis.
Yes, but I thought CW did and gave it a different name.
CW's not that stupid. They're about the whole host NXT, so you know.
Okay.
They can't be that bad.
Man, they knew how to make a show fall off the CW.
Okay, they didn't do that on purpose.
But they know how. They know.
CW'd it. That's all they did. They made the Flash the CW show. Anyways, we're not a show or a TV show and movie podcast. We're a wrestling podcast here, my guy.
I know. Oh well. Yep. Trinity, Naomi, whatever you want to call her. Lock her in.
Really, it was Trinity Fatu. So
yeah, lock her in for the Royal Rumble as a surprise return.
Yeah, that's where I'm expecting her to pop up. Yeah,
I would lock that in as a guarantee.
I'm also expecting that's where Jade Cargill to pop back up at.
Maybe we'll see. That would be nice. Get them both in one.
Yeah, I'm expecting one of them to face Bianca since the Charlotte thing is now out because
sadly, or they face each other.
I don't think they'll face each other.
You never know. Oh well. While we're on wrestlers returning, we should talk about the one that returned to social media recently.
One return to social media?
Velveteen Dream.
Oh, no. We have to talk about him?
Yes. We have to.
He admitted to everything.
And he posted a video talking about it all the other day.
He admitted it in the video.
Yes.
No, he doesn't deserve... And everyone's like accepting his apology. That's insane. Stop.
You don't even know what I'm gonna say.
No, I'm just saying everyone else who is accepting his apology, stop.
Like you don't even know what I'm about to say.
No, I'm not trying to guess what you're trying to say. I'm just saying people need to shut the fuck up.
Work needs to be done for him to regain trust.
He needs a program. Like 20 million step program before he can
And-
step foot next to a fucking ring.
He took the right first step.
By admitting to it?
Opening himself up to any questions asked by media.
Okay, I mean,
Said he's not gonna walk in expecting softball questions. He'll take everything asked and answer it.
okay.
Made sure his family knows not to answer questions for him because it's not their burden. Did you even watch the video?
I watched half of it and then I turned it off because I was so frustrated.
He told his family do not feel like they have to answer for what he did because that's not their job. That's his job.
Well, it is his job.
Yes. He apologized to Shawn Michaels for putting so much time into him and him doing this to waste it. He apologized to Hunter. He apologized to WWE fans. He took the right first step. I saw people say put him back on NXT now. No.
No.
Not yet. He hasn't earned the right to have that trust back.
He hasn't earned any rights back yet.
If he keeps taking steps in the right way, end of 2024, there could be another conversation. But I don't know if he can gain enough ground personally for me to return by the end of the year.
Talking to a minor is immediately like a fireable, like no excuses offense in my book. So
I want to see what steps he takes the rest of the year before I
guess
fully roll the jury out on him.
I guess
I'm a big believer in second chances.
I know you are.
It's a fucked up situation why he's here, and if he
I'm
wouldn't
just saying this is a point where I'm not going to give a second chance.
And if this never happened, we would be talking about the Velveteen Dream dethroning Roman Reigns.
No.
That's how big he was when he was.
Yeah, and you know what? It did happen though. So we're not going to talk about what ifs. Like, talk about what ifs is just kind of stupid at this point.
Okay.
This bro shouldn't be, in the public.
We're gonna go to the brighter side of things now. Only up from here. Rhea Ripley, Gunther, and Roman Reigns have one thing in common. It's been a long ass time since they've been pinned in a singles competition.
Well, Seth Rollins has been pinned in over a year now.
No, he was pinned before Mania. These three have been not. These are the three longest undefeated streaks in a one. Well, without being pinned
in a singles competition. Yeah.
Yes. Roman Reigns hasn't been pinned in a singles competition since December 15th of 2019.
Yeah. Rhea Ripley hasn't been pinned since May 5th, 2022.
May 30th.
I was close. I get the month and the year.
And Gunther, April 5th, 2022.
Yeah.
That's honestly insane. They went a whole year without being pinned in a singles competition.
We will get pinned in April. It's okay. To Liv Morgan. It's still a move, my guy. It's still a move. It is the agenda we're still pushing today.
Let's go back to the dark side real quick because I forgot this situation even happened. Chris Jericho.
Oh my God! We have to talk about that. I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, I was looking through my bookmark sheets and I saw the picture of Tony Khan wearing the glasses and the wig, and I was like, also, "Shit, Jericho exists."
If you're answering a question like that, take the shit off. Like, seriously, I don't care if it's a gift. If you're answering a serious question like that, take that fucking goofy ass looking off. Oh my God. Anyways, Chris Jericho has been accused of sexual assault onto God, what's her name? I'm forgetting it right now, and I shouldn't forget it right now.
Kylie Ray.
Thank you, Kylie Ray. Who's an amazing wrestler. I think I saw her in person, I'm pretty sure. At our main event last year. So I mean, my hope, I mean, at least my thoughts are with her, with whatever she decides to go with, whether it's still with wrestling or she decides to move away from wrestling because of what had happened. But fuck Chris Jericho.
It's looking bad for him to get it proven to be not true. it seemed, well, as in he's gonna get. It's looking more likely he's gonna get proved guilty for it.
Okay.
It's one of those things where it's hard to fully nail down that it happened off
Mhm.
of he said, she said.
Yeah.
It's not looking good, especially seeing how Kylie Ray lost her job after
She didn't lose her job. She asked for a release.
she asked for a release. But it sounds like Tony Khan probably knew, and Tony Khan didn't do nothing.
Oh, they made her sign an NDA. It definitely happened.
And we will see what happens
You
as
don't
the
sign
story.
You don't sign an NDA if it didn't happen.
Oh well.
And anyways, you know, fuck
Let's
Chris
stay with
Jericho.
AEW. Let's stay with AEW for a second.
We're
And
still-
this is more AEW's bad not using talent.
Who are they not using?
So Keith Lee talked about how he's been going through an injury, working through an injury.
Mhm.
And someone said, now it's good to hear this is why he hasn't been booked.
Yeah.
Hope this is, and then Keith Lee responds, incorrect.
You're just like, is that the reason I haven't been booked? It's just Oh.
He just says incorrect, which is hilarious to me. We also have a AEW star coming over to WWE, most likely.
Who?
Andrade Cien Almas returning back home.
Yeah, it seems more likely by the day. People are
they-
thinking he's supposed to show up on day one, like 2 days after World's End. I'm like,
Well, that was what was being reported.
yeah, but like you're not okay. The thing is that
He'll show up on
his
Friday.
contract probably ended at midnight of New Year's Day. And
No,
the thing was-
it ended in December 31st.
yeah, midnight. Like we're turned over to the New Year or whatever. Anyways, you have to sign on the dotted line before you can show up on anything. They probably didn't have anything planned for him just yet. Give him like 2-3 weeks. He'll probably show up.
He'll be there. I think he'll be here Friday as an
Or he'll be
appearance.
there at Rumble. You know,
He'll show up with Zelina.
yeah. She did tweet that I have a little secret, so
Yep. Okay.
that'll be interesting.
Now, do we want the good news about the women's division?
I'm gonna give you some bad news about the women's division.
Okay, give it first.
Raquel Rodriguez has been diagnosed
Oh,
with mast cell activation syndrome, which is I think something had to do with psoriasis. Not psoriasis.
You would know.
Just because I work in the medical field doesn't mean I know everything about the medical field.
You should know.
She had a thing going on. I don't remember what it's called. It's my God. It's like something to do with asthma that has caused her to have hives and blow up, and that's why she hasn't been on TV in a while. I hope she gets better. A lot of people give her flack a lot for everything she does because like everyone thinks she's a one-note kind of character. Honestly, I love her. I think she's great. I think that she has the potential to become a world women's champion. But currently, my thoughts are just her getting better. Her looks getting better.
Absolutely. That's a big thing. She needs to get better. I know people are saying she needs to get back soon. I don't care how long it takes for her to get better.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to get better.
Yeah.
And one day step back in the ring. People are saying I want her back by Mania. No. Don't try to put a timetable.
It's like with the Charlotte thing. Like, don't like rush.
Well, I want to say people are trying to rush Roman's leukemia.
Well, it's not as serious as leukemia.
No, but people are still trying to rush Roman back.
People are stupid. Wrestling fans, we gotta realize these wrestlers are also people, and not just product.
Oh well. Let's get the good news about the women's division.
Okay. Yeah.
Kevin Dunn is no longer with the WWE.
Okay. Explain to me, because Kevin Dunn's been with WWE for 30 years. So explain to me what the fuck Kevin Dunn has done, because I keep seeing shit about him, and I don't really know much about him.
So he didn't like Becky Lynch cutting promos because of her accent.
She also didn't think she was pretty enough. So
also didn't think she was pretty enough. He didn't understand Billy Kay's humor.
I don't know how you don't like Billy Kay.
He didn't like Jim Ross on commentary because of his accent.
So he just doesn't like accents?
Yeah. He doesn't. I don't know what he did. Really, I had to look up like what he even did for the company. I have no idea still.
Well, I also know that he was also the reason why we had so many jump cuts and fucking like moving cams. So apparently that'll be reduced in 2024. So that's a big plus.
But Kevin Dunn is officially no longer with the company. Hallelujah.
They said they wanted to keep him until Rumble or Mania, but he just like, no, I'm leaving. So something
Good.
happened.
Well, he probably. My guess is he doesn't like Hunter.
Then fuck off. Hunter's the man.
I think he doesn't like how Hunter likes to shine the women's division, and doesn't like who he pushes.
I don't care. Hunter's great.
Yeah. And then I saw a hilarious tweet I thought I'd share with you. It happened. This was a tweet that's almost 2 years, well, a year and a half old now.
Okay.
Someone said that WWE wastes money with the performance center and they can't produce a star there. Someone replied, and it was some random guy named MJF. Do you want to know what MJF
Oh,
said?
I saw this tweet.
Liv Morgan, Big E, Bianca, Baron Corbin, Naomi, Alexa, Charlotte, Roman, just to name a few.
Yeah. I mean, some of those were before the PC was called the PC, but like, it's still the PC.
I mean, if you want to go that far, and just them developing talent and stuff.
OBW.
Cena,
Yeah.
Orton, Lesnar. I mean, right now, Mello, Trick.
Dude,
Ilya
Trick is on
Dragunov.
fire right now, bro.
We'll talk about him more. We'll talk
it's
about him more when we get to New
insane.
Year, to Revolution.
Yeah, because not Revolution, New Year's Evil.
Evil.
Revolution's
Revolution's
tomorrow. No,
Friday.
2 days. This is Wednesday, right?
Yes. The next one before we start getting into stuff. These are the 10 superstars who had the most matches in 2023. Number 10, Finn Balor with 90.
Really?
Yes.
I feel like he didn't have that many matches.
House shows, he probably wrestled about every house
That's
show.
right. I always saw him at every house show I went to. So
Sami Zayn, 94 matches.
workhorse.
Ludwig Kaiser, 95.
That's crazy.
Gunther, 96.
That makes sense.
LA Knight, 98.
Makes a little bit less sense, but okay.
The most shocking one to me was Theory with 98.
No, bro works house shows like every fucking day.
Damian Priest was at a hundo.
Really? Damian Priest hit 100?
Yes, he hit the 100.
Okay.
Seth Rollins, 105.
He cashed in on none of those.
Seth Rollins had 105 matches.
Valid.
One behind Dom.
106, yeah.
But the workhorse was Cody Rhodes.
I mean, yeah. Cody Rhodes is a workhorse. We should have a video already out by now about that. So
yeah. Next up, Dragon Lee could not show up to New Year's Evil last night because of his visa.
Is it his visa?
Yes. And do you want to hear the worst part of it?
Is it his work visa or just like a travel visa?
It's his work visa. And you want to laugh more? If it wasn't for the holiday, he would have been there. But because it was approved and all that, he was just waiting for it. But he couldn't get it over the holiday.
That's kind of funny.
So he had last night off because he didn't have his work visa.
They had to prolong his injury thing, which, I mean, Trick Williams was supposed to have a match last night. So.
But also, WWE doesn't care.
They move on. They'll figure something out.
Roman Reigns has been the champion for 5 different years.
That is indeed true. It won't be for 6. I can tell you that.
Yep.
We'll talk
Okay.
about it.
Now the rest of the stuff I have can be used as we talk about the shows that have happened over the weekend.
What's up?
It's stuff that a lot of it's Raw stuff that when we talk about it when we talk about Raw, it can come up. Let's talk about AEW real quick and what happened on their show. You didn't watch on World's End. You didn't watch.
False.
Oh, you did watch.
I watched it through social media. Okay.
Okay.
I didn't pay for the pay-per-view.
I didn't either.
I was working in the pay-per-view.
Someone else had the pay-per-view and was in a Discord call, so I jumped in and
So you did what everyone else does. Like when they go to a party or like
Dakota had it pulled up, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna watch it off Dakota's screen.
I mean, that's valid. I mean, it's like whenever you go to like a party for like a UFC fight.
Might have been Ryan's screen who had it. One of those two.
Definitely not illegal or anything.
Eddie Kingston has 3 belts.
3
I know you.
3 random belts.
I know you're not happy about it.
I don't give a shit. None of those belts mean anything to me. Like when I see the AEW World Championship, makes sense. I feel like that's a big thing. We'll talk about that in a minute. But like the TNT, the TBS, the Women's Champion, like all those make sense. But when you give me the New Japan Pro Wrestling Strong Champion, what the fuck does that mean? The ROH TV Champion, what does that mean? I don't
TV
even know.
championship.
What does that mean between TV and World? Like, is there a difference? And now he's the Continental Classic Champion. What does that mean? Is that a mid-card title? Is that like a trophy, like how the Heritage?
It's a tournament title.
Then what the fuck?
That he has to defend. He does have to defend it.
Doesn't matter then. It's like the Heritage Cup. Like, sure, it's fun for a few weeks, but I don't give a shit after the few weeks. So, honestly, sure, put as many belts as you want on him. I don't give a shit.
To me, it's
honestly like good on John Moxley for putting someone over though.
If Eddie Kingston's your guy, who he's obviously one of their guys,
yeah,
I'm fine with it.
I don't give a shit.
I know you don't like it.
It's not that I don't like it. I mean, it's just that like I want to know what these belts mean.
Yeah,
make them important.
We had 2 new TNT champions during the show.
This was dumb. This was dumb.
Adam Copeland won the TNT championship off of
Call him
Adam.
by his real name.
That's his wrestling name.
His real name is Edge.
Adam Copeland won the TNT championship
Or Aries.
over Christian
You can call him
Cage.
Aries as well.
Over Christian Cage. Christian Cage proceeded to take Luchasaurus's Money in the Bank, kind of.
That was on the pre-show.
And he
That's
cashed it in and hit Adam Copeland with a spear to take back his title.
Everyone was confused by where this Money in the Bank contract came from because it was from the pre-show of World's End. Like, you're not going to put it like on the previous Dynamite or Collision or whatever he had it on. Like, no one knew where it came from because no one wants the pre-show. You can just transfer the contract like that. That seems a little fucked up. Honestly, if you wanted to have them exchange it back and forth, just have it on the next Dynamite or whatever show they're on. Just have a rematch clause, not like a fucking Money in the Bank contract. That's what was done for me. They use the Money in the Bank contract, I think.
I'm fine with it. Personally, I'm fine with it. I'm not gonna cry over it. I think it's interesting. I think you could have had a whole feud of Christian wanting it back and cheating to get it back.
That's what I'm saying.
But I'm not. But I'm gonna. But I think that the story's gonna be there's gonna be a second match for it, and Edge is saying it's gonna go off.
Edge get a rematch clause now?
Probably. And the Copeland, because that's his name now. As much as you hate it,
I'm still gonna call him Edge.
His name is Adam Copeland.
That's his real name.
That's his wrestling name.
No, his wrestling name
is
Edge.
His nickname now.
It's not, but okay.
It is. Right now it is.
Whatever you want to say, my guy.
And we will see what happens. But now for the big one. There's a new AEW World Champion. His name is Joe. Samoa Joe.
We have 2 Samoan
Joes.
We have 2 guys named Joe who are Samoan as world champion. Life's insane.
And both of them are really, really good.
I mean, at least one of them shows up to work.
Hey, Samoa Joe's better on the mic too.
That's debatable, okay?
Dude,
we're such a little bit.
I still recall what he did to Jeff Hardy on the mic.
Oh, I recall that a whole bit. Of destroying half the roster.
Samoa Joe does not fuck around on the mic.
I just remember that his best pay-per-view was called Great Balls of Fire. So,
did he? Paul Heyman hates that match. But did you know that?
Does he? Because it's called Great Balls of Fire.
No, because he wanted a Iron Man match between Joe and.
Oh, that would have been fucking bonkers.
He wanted a 30-minute Iron Man beat the shit out of each other. Blood all died. Paul Heyman wanted that. in the feud. He didn't want a quick 10-minute match. He wanted them to just beat the living shit out of each other and miss the next Monday.
I would love to see that shit.
He said we were better off losing both of them for one Monday Night Raw while they recovered from whatever the hell they took each other through.
Yeah.
To get that match.
Honestly, I'm on board with it. Let's set it up. Open up the forbidden door.
And I honestly think Joe should have beat Lesnar. Joe should have held the world title in WWE.
Absolutely.
That is, to me, the biggest hit and miss that happened during that span of, outside of the, 5-second world title match we got on SmackDown that we don't talk about because it's no bueno.
Sorry, I saw something.
We need to talk about what we're not done with the match.
I understand. Give me a second.
Fine.
Go ahead. Continue talking.
We also got the reveal of the devil, is what they're calling it.
Yeah.
And how do you feel about it?
Predictable.
Here's what I'm going to say. The predictable choice is sometimes the right choice. And this was the right choice.
But you could have done it in such a better way. I
was a big fan of it being Roderick Strong. And it just being the whole premise is I wanted Adam's attention.
I think my biggest issue with the call there to make my God, my brain's breaking. Make Adam the devil is using Samoa Joe and having Samoa Joe win the world championship. Because in my opinion, in a realistic sense, because Tony wants this to be like a sports type cast, like he wants to make it super realistic. It's easier to beat MJF than beat Samoa Joe. So if you're going after the world championship, why not just use Samoa Joe to break down MJF?
We're getting a great work right now from AEW though out of this.
Sure,
because MJF's not on the current AEW roster.
This is the same thing they did with Jey Uso like a few months ago.
Yeah, that's to work, and he's expected to be off air for a while. Apparently, he's been injured for a while.
I could.
And he's just been really adamant about being taken off air and didn't want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So part of the dropping the belt also seems to be make him get off TV.
Yeah,
to go heal up instead of continuously trying to fight through these injuries every week. Let this story develop. Get a heel MJF to return. He had a great vignette before his entrance. Did you watch it?
I didn't see the vignette. I just saw the match.
It's a bunch because he's a New Yorker.
Yeah.
He might be Boston. No, he's New Yorker.
Let me look it up.
He's somewhere with a strong accent. It's definitely New York now that I think about it.
New York, yes.
And it's a bunch of people from New York talking about him, and they're putting on his scarf. He's our douchebag. And it's a bunch of them just... Then one guy's like, I'm not going to say it. And Mafia members jump him and make him say it. There's a good little vignette leading up to I know he's a face. Turn him heel again. He works so well as a heel.
He works best. He works as best as both. If for some reason this isn't a work, and for some reason he is actually off the roster, biggest fumble by Tony? Question mark.
He 1000% resigned.
No, but I'm saying if for some reason this is not a work, this isn't like them trying to give him time off or whatever.
This would go down.
Would this be the biggest fumble by Tony?
I saw another podcast talking about this. It was just a clip of, is this a bigger win for WWE or a bigger loss for AEW?
By MJF being out?
If MJF was to come to WWE.
Oh, it's bigger loss for AEW.
That's what I said. It's no doubt.
MJF is great, but I think he would get lost somewhere in the fold, somewhere probably in the mid carder to high mid card.
He'd be a main event guy. main
He'd be a
event.
main event like a Raw, yeah, but I don't think.
I think he'd be a main event SummerSlam guy.
Yeah, I don't think he's a big. I don't think he's a main event on like WrestleMania. No.
I think next, not obviously if we're talking this year, he's not the main event of Mania. We already have our 2 main events already figured out.
Yeah, Rhea Liv Morgan and Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes. Right?
CM Punk, Rollins, Roman, Cody are the 2 main events.
Yeah.
And it feels like that is the no doubt. I'd put $1,000 on it.
It's in question now. We'll get to Raw. When we get to Raw,
Raw. And I'll tell you what I think is going to end up happening with that.
Oh, I still think it's going to be Cody Roman, but still.
I think it's going to be a variation of that.
Yeah.
I think I said it on Twitter. I just don't think you saw it.
I don't think I did.
But it would be a big lot. He's MJF's AEW at this point.
Yeah.
You can talk about guys who have embodied a company. Undertaker embodied WWE forever.
Mm-hmm.
When he left recently, felt like Seth or Roman took over that's WWE. Could even say it was, and you're going to laugh at this, Sami Zayn. Because it feels like Sami it's become the...
Dude, what's really funny about that is that both Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, who I think of like WWE guys, they came from ROH. Now it's kind of known.
Yeah. But those are 2 very WWE type guys now.
Yeah.
Funny, great in the ring, all that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's talk about Raw.
Day 1, baby.
Day 1.
Where you wanted to predict because you thought it was a PLE for last week. So.
Hey, it's a long week last week.
It wasn't that long of a week. I mean, it had a 2-hour episode, but like it wasn't like that long of a week.
Okay. The big thing was Ivy Nile lost to Rhea Ripley.
She looked amazing, though.
Amazing match.
Yeah.
Amazing match. But Nia Jax also beat Becky Lynch.
Why?
I'm guessing the Rumble match is Nia Rhea.
I'm conflicted. Because obviously Rhea's going to retain.
Yeah.
But is Rhea going to get hurt?
Becky got busted open last
time. Yeah. Becky got busted open. I mean, she was all good spirits about it, but like that wasn't a plan, like getting busted open. That was
I thought it was. If they would have said it was planned, I would have believed it, and they were going for that.
It would make sense if like it was planned, but it wasn't.
I would have rolled with it. I would have rolled with it.
They should have, and just told us, hey, it was like a planned open, like how they did at Backlash with Brock Lesnar. But like, actually, that wasn't planned either. Anyways, still, that's my issue. Like, are we gonna hurt Rhea in the process? Like, are we gonna run that risk of hurting Rhea before Mania happens? Because if you hurt Rhea before Mania, we're in trouble for any type of women's championship.
She's not going to get hurt. But the bright side of it...
Do you know what the bright side... Ivy Nile.
Do you know what the bright side of it's going to be?
What?
Guess who's not going to ruin the Rumble match?
No, she didn't she say she's going to be in the Rumble anyways?
I don't think so.
Because that's what she announced during a promo with Becky, didn't she?
I hope not. I don't recall, but
we're going to have the same spot we did last year with Nia, where they just kind of all gang up on her and then push her out. But the only issue is that Rhea's no longer there, so there's no like major muscle.
I don't want Rhea. I don't want 20 minutes of Nia Jax in the Rumble dominating.
No, because she's going to hurt someone. That's what's going to happen.
Oh, well. We also had the reunion of Awesome Truth.
Did.
Which was hilarious. We had the iconic Truth saying "I love you" to The Miz.
Bro, fucking pull up the Shawn Michaels "I love you" to Ric Flair, and they ended up hitting JD instead.
I need that to be I need Dom JD versus Miz to be a true feud.
No, because the thing is, what I'm hating right now about this whole thing with JD and Dom being like the lackeys or whatever right now. Which, hey, I don't like lackeys in WWE. That's why I don't like Imperium, because They have 2 lackeys and 1 main guy. That's it. Anyways, Dom doesn't have a relationship with JD beforehand. Finn does though. Finn's had a relationship with JD for years.
Yeah.
So why don't we just put Finn out there instead of Dom?
Do you know why?
Because they want to make Dom a little weaker so they don't have to put the World Heavyweight Championship on him before Mania.
No, because it would be funnier.
I don't want it funnier. I want realism here.
Oh, so do you want to talk about the world title match first, or do you want to talk about the thing first?
That Jinder Mahal returned?
The other return that happened from Jinder.
Yeah, Jinder Mahal returned. The biggest return in WWE in the last year. There's no contenders. Jinder Mahal is the GOAT.
We'll talk about the world title match first. We'll talk about the world title match first. Seth Rollins retained. Damian Priest failed to cash in again.
I'm sick of it. I'm absolutely sick of it.
There's no way if he successfully cashes in, I would be shocked.
The only way he's cashing in successfully is if, for some reason, they want to do it at Mania. But Damian Priest isn't Seth Rollins.
At Mania on Roman.
And then Cody pins Damian.
Yeah.
That's how you don't bury Roman at the same time. I mean, this is the 12th straight championship match that Drew has lost.
That was what I mentioned up. And can I just say that's fucking acceptable?
Yeah, no, this bro needs a fucking
He deserves a title.
Yeah.
Find me one other person in WWE history who has lost 12 title shots in a row.
I'm trying to think of someone. Maybe The Miz?
No, The Miz. No, because he always ended up winning an IC title after if he tries.
I don't know.
I don't know. And it just shows how much he's willing to do the job.
But at some point, you gotta get fed up with it, right? That's what I'm concerned about.
I don't think he's gonna resign.
That's the conundrum here I'm having.
Genuinely don't know if he's gonna resign with this. If this is how he's gonna get booked, where he's gonna lose Avery's, move him to SmackDown. Let him be the one who beats Logan. Let him hold the U.S. title.
We know Logan's holding up.
And then do Sammy versus Drew at Mania.
Oh, okay. Anyways.
Oh, well, let's talk about the big thing.
Yeah, Jinder Mahal returning up.
And we booed the national anthem, even though I did not hear a single person boo. And some guy named Dwayne returned.
Yeah, Dwayne looks super like he is not ring ready.
He has a few months till Mania.
He's not gonna be at Mania though.
He'll complete an Elimination Chamber 2, I think.
The issue right now is that Bro was gassed after 5 minutes in the ring, and had a hard time doing the promo, which is his best thing. He was out of breath doing the promo.
Well, I'm pretty sure he raced over here because he was 2 hours away that morning.
He didn't run the whole way.
Yeah, he did. He's The Rock.
No, because Nick Khan was spotted at college football, whatever it was. So,
but The Rock asked San Diego a question. Should he sit at a booth? Should he sit at a bar? Or at the head of the table?
That was the stupidest way to get to that. Honestly, this might be one of the worst Rock promos I've ever heard.
And the best part that came out of it, because obviously now it looks like the path is Rock Roman. And I still think it's going to be Rock versus Cody at Elimination Chamber.
Rock versus Cody.
And then we get a solo interference.
Oh my god.
Which will lead to a triple threat at Mania.
No.
But you want to talk about the best thing that came out of this whole night? You don't even know what it is.
No, I'm trying to wrap my head around your thought process.
I think that's the path.
Okay, here's the path. Rock versus Roman Elimination Chamber in front of 70,000 people in Perth, Australia.
Yeah, that's a match. It was said on Young Rock. Roman Rock's only a match that could happen on WrestleMania.
Shut the fuck up! It's Young Rock that got canceled. The show does no longer exist.
But it's good. It's the only place it can happen.
The issue here is that if Rock and Roman face each other, we know the ending then.
No, Roman retains.
Yeah.
So unless CM Punk.
I don't want that.
I mean, unless Damian Priest. Unless Damian goes ahead and takes the cashes in and pins the Rock. No way that's who pins the Rock. Never fucking mind.
I was gonna say,
they would not let Damian Priest pin the Rock.
I don't think the Rock would allow that.
No, the Rock would kick out. It'd be a 2-hour match. It would be a 2-hour match, and the Rock would not sell. But the best thing that came out of it was a picture of Becky and Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
No, the best picture was Rhea and The Rock.
But did you see the caption of Becky's post?
That she was researching ways to beat her.
One of us was asking the other for advice to beat up our cousin.
Yeah.
Their cousin.
This is Roman Mania. There you go.
Yeah, I'd rather have Seth versus Roman, honestly.
Then Rock versus Roman?
Then I'd rather have Seth Roman at Mania to unify the belts again.
Let's not reunify the belts again, but I'd be down for that match. Like, I mean, Seth's the only person he has not beat, so
it has to be next year.
WrestleMania 41 has to be.
I'm tired of this. Of not having this. It's a main. I don't care what's going. I'd rather that be a non-title singles match, main eventing Mania, than whoever is holding the world and either the world titles next year.
I don't think either of them will be holding a belt by next year. Mania, no, so
that should still be the main event. That should be a 40-minute main event.
Maybe not a main event, 40, but definitely. No, I'm saying it could be like Charlotte versus Rhea, where it was basically the main event, but fucking had a banger beforehand. So like,
it would be the biggest. It would be the biggest match of the pay-per-view. I
mean, the biggest match since like John Cena versus Rock.
It would be the biggest match of the decade.
What the decades? I mean, we're nearly halfway through the decade, I guess. Yeah, but
and then you make a backhand handshake with AEW, and you bring Moxley over for one show. Sale triple threat main event. You tell AEW he's not gonna win. He's not gonna eat the pin. He's gonna look strong. This is the kind of before Roman retires, before Seth retires, before Mox retires.
You need a triple threat.
We need the Mania triple threat. We've only had it at what, Payback?
Yeah, it was a random Payback.
Payback had it before the brand split. Mm-hmm. We need it. It is you could tell me there's no belt on the line, and I would be fine with a 40-minute match.
Dude, you can put a whole hour on that shit.
And everyone will watch.
Hey, you know how much I love women's wrestling? You could push off a women's match for that. I'd be okay with it.
There's no match in the world I would say I would rather have than that match.
A show triple threat would go fucking insane, yeah.
At this point in their career, where we know the clock's starting to tick on each and every one of them.
I'm pretty sure Ambrose might be the first one to retire.
I think Roman. Roman's going to get the Cena schedule.
Show up, do movies. He's not a movie star yet.
Once he drops the only because he hasn't dropped the belt yet.
Sorry, he's done 3 movies. He's done the 2 Aquaman movies, and then also he didn't.
He was in Aquaman.
No. Do you never see the video of the fan yelling, "I love you, Aquaman"?
No.
And he'd be like, "It would have made more money if I was in it."
I know he's in Fast and Furious. He was in Hobbs and Shaw.
Yeah, he was in Hobbs and Shaw, and I think he's been in a few other things, but
which was hilarious because he threw an axe at a cameraman.
Did he?
You didn't hear about that?
No.
So he was told to make it look like he was throwing it, but don't actually throw it. And he accidentally let go, and he nailed the guy.
Bro had a botch in a movie set.
And the guy got up and continued recording.
I mean, great on the camera guy.
The guy Roman's like, I've never seen a more tough guy in my life than taking a big ass wooden Ward to the dome and getting up and acting like nothing ever happened.
Oh.
Oh well. New Year's Evil.
I want to talk about one thing before we move on
Oh.
to New Year's Eve. We do have a report that happened today. Via House of Wrestling, WWE is super high on former NWA star and free agent Camille. And WWE are now in signing mode after the UFC WWE merger for other free agents. So they're looking to sign the former WWE. Oh my God, WWE NWA Women's Champion Camille. We're getting women's roster is looking good, my guy. I'm telling you.
You're about to get really pissed when I say this. It's better that we don't get Mercedes Moné.
No.
And here's my reasoning.
Mm-hmm. Say what you have to say.
First off, it's better for all of women's wrestling.
Is it though?
AEW needs to start in the women's division.
They have stars. They just don't use them.
And who's going to be the one who gets used the most?
Mercedes Moné.
Yes. So who's the best women's wrestler they could sign right now?
The best one they could sign right now. Like the best worker in all of wrestling
in
right now.
Free agency. It's Mercedes Moné.
It would be Mercedes Moné. Yeah. I was just thinking maybe Julia, but she's going to WWE. She basically.
All I'm going to say is if you open it up to all of women's wrestling, there's no bigger pull right now to me than most Mercedes Moné.
Becky Lynch.
Becky's the only one who can even have a conversation about.
Rhea Ripley.
I don't think Via's a bigger pull right now than Mercedes Moné will be.
Mercedes has been in Japan for a while. A lot of people who have been out of the wrestling or who have been in just the WWE AEW sphere probably have not watched any Mercedes Moné. I have, you have, but
yes, Mercedes Moné's the boss.
We want her back in the United States in wrestling. I understand that, but the issue here is I don't know if a lot of people are still on board since she's been away. Again, I still think she's a massive draw. I agree with you that if there's anyone else besides maybe Becky Lynch, it's Mercedes Moné. But to the common person, to the common man, I don't know.
The other part of this is with us getting Trinity back, with us getting some other signings, the women's division is going to be stacked.
Yeah, okay.
And that means someone's going to have to come out of the fold.
Yeah, I guess.
And if we add a Mercedes Moné, who's taking out the main event picture? Bianca? Rhea? Becky?
No, because
Oscar, Bailey, Io, Dakota.
You're bringing a good point here that we need a mid-card title for the women because we're I saw this on Twitter, we're nearly at 40 women right now in the roster.
There's no longer the point. Coming up on Rumble, years past it, do we have enough women on the active roster to fill a
This is just
Rumble?
The main roster too. We have around
this
40
is
women.
not an issue anymore.
Yeah, we also have the NXT call-ups that are going to happen. Yeah. Roxanne's going to come up soon.
Cora Jade's going to be in the fucking Rumble.
Yeah, so
Tiffany's going to be in the Rumble.
Fucking booming. Yeah, so the thing is that we have this many women. We should at least introduce at least one mid-card title, even if it goes between brands.
Yes,
for the women, because we're at the point where we're reaching a point where we have too many women right now that don't have the chance to shine because we don't have a title for them.
The best part about, and this is why I'm looking forward to this women's Rumble. The best part of this upcoming women's Rumble is in years past, it felt like relied on who's the surprise entries, who's the former Hall of Famer coming back to do a 5-minute.
I mean, it's going to happen. So
there's going to be some.
AJ Lee's coming back,
but yes, even last year, it felt like we needed 5 or 6 to come back to have a decent Rumble.
Yeah, Michelle McCool popped up randomly when she's been retired for how many years, and they had Mickie James come back a few years ago, and she was literally Impact champion.
Yeah, it feels like this year we still need 2 or 3 to keep the Rumble lively.
Yeah, it's just like every other fucking Rumble.
We're not gonna you're not leaning on the surprise returns to
Mm-hmm.
be your impact.
Yeah.
I mean, the men's last year had 2.
Who returned last year? I mean, Pat McAfee returned as an announcer.
Logan returned.
Yeah, but Logan's he's a superstar. He's been a superstar for years.
Yeah, but there were 2 we had who were not scheduled. We had 20. We walked in with 27 wrestlers announced for the Rumble, with 3 unannounced, and one of them was someone already on. One of them was Omos, of the 3.
We have a replacement for Almost Sapiens now, though.
Oba.
Yeah. New Year's Eve. Let's actually get to New Year's Eve, and we'll stop talking about the Rumble until.
Oba. That's my guy.
I have no idea who this guy is, but I'm automatically on board.
Yeah,
automatically. Yeah.
He is so good. I watched the first clips of his first match. I'm like, main roster. No, go get him to the main roster. I don't care. Get him on the main roster. He's selling his ass off.
Mm-hmm.
Offense, classic big guy offense, but he can move.
Yeah,
move him to the main roster. If Vince was here, he never would have been in the breakout tournament. He'd be in the Royal Rumble right now.
He could still be in the Royal Rumble.
Maybe.
I mean, Royal Rumble is 3 weeks away from now.
But he has a title shot.
He does.
Winning the breakout tournament.
It's kind of wild.
And he's going to win, and he's going to challenge Roman Reigns at WrestleMania and make it a fatal 4-way between him, Rock, and Cody. Fatal 4-way.
How long is that contract? Like,
I have no idea.
Okay. So he might cash on Ilya then. Or Trick.
Imagine Carmelo takes Oba under his ring. And that's what this is all leading to, is Carmelo.
What else happened New Year's Eve? Tiffany Stratton lost again.
Tiffany Stratton lost, and someone's like, I can't wait for the vignette of her on the farm.
But she has a losing streak now, which I don't like.
Yeah. It'll stay alive. They're gonna bury her.
I will run over to Connecticut and fucking break Triple H's knee or Shawn
Michaels.
Yeah, but if I break Triple H, he'll go to Shawn Michaels and tell him what I did, and then we'll get a change, and then Tiffany Stratton will be the next women's champion after Liv Morgan. So, what else happened New Year's Eve, my guy?
What else happened?
Yeah,
Kevin Owens showed up.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Remember that.
And punched Grayson Waller in the face.
I mean, fair enough.
Yeah, valid. Which also led to Trick Williams keeping his #1 contender spot.
Good.
By him beating him.
Because Trick deserves this title shot, my guy.
Roxanne Perez let her anger out.
Both the daughters of CM Punk are embodying both their mom and dad.
I saw that tweet. Someone's like, I saw it was Cord Jade and someone's interaction leads to a backstage. I'm like, man, she's taking CM Punk too seriously. The best moment, the highlight moment that even was making non-wrestling Twitter pages was Joaquin Wilde flying.
Bro went fucking, dude, turned into an actual bird. He said, oh, my first name is Joaquin? You know, the other guy's name is Phoenix. Let's do it.
And he flew. Carlito and whoever it was Phoenix who slingshot him off the rope. Dude went a country mile.
It was insane. Like
it was insane.
I thought he was gonna miss the spot too because how far he went.
I did too. I was like, what if he didn't go as far as they planned, or what if he went further?
Yeah, bro.
They wouldn't have had the time to adjust.
No.
They did not. But Ilya did not wrestle because they're continuing the Ridge Holland storyline, which I don't like the storyline, but I want to see where it goes.
I mean, Ilya couldn't come into the States yesterday, so couldn't work yesterday. So, because the visa, right?
That was Dragon Lee.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
I was like, what?
My brain's fucking.
Ilya has visa issues too.
My brain is so like I was brain farting yesterday. I'm brain farting today. It's been a long week. It's
been a
only
long
Wednesday.
week. Oh well.
Anyways, Ilya. I mean, they continue the storyline. I mean, there's not much to it.
Not a big fan of the storyline, honestly.
No, I'd rather have Ilya back against Trick Williams.
They're saving it for the next pay-per-view.
When is the next pay-per-view?
I have no idea.
Next NXT pay-per-view. Let's look. Do they have it up there yet?
It could still need to be announced.
Yeah, it looks like it. It looks like it's gonna be Vengeance Day in February, but other than that, there might be one before Rumble.
Maybe. Oh well. So, shall we discuss
the main course of
the main course of the episode?
Since we're already an hour in.
Yeah. Oh well. We have
our predictions.
2024 predictions.
Correct.
There's been 2 episodes of wrestling so far. None of our predictions would have changed depending on the outcome.
I don't think so, no.
So, I'll start it off. I'm going to go down the list.
Okay.
Who's your prediction for male superstar of the year?
Dominic Mysterio.
I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it.
I love Dom. We all know this. And he's still doing great. He's getting more heat than ever. Bro is a workhorse.
He got booed last night.
He's going to get a mid-card title this year. I don't know which one yet, but he'll get a mid-card title this year. It's going to happen. Bro is he's on a rocket ship. If not, maybe he'll get a world title this year. Who knows? That's a hot take right there. That he'll get a world heavyweight championship, maybe for like a week,
a day.
Yeah, it might be a short reign, but
he cashed in on within a minute.
Maybe he'll be the one to cash in on.
Maybe he's the one who cashes in.
Yeah, maybe he'll pull a Christian Cage and steal the Money in the Bank contract from King Freeze. That'd probably be better, actually.
Mine was Carmelo Hayes.
That's fair. I was thinking about him.
It feels like the call-up is imminent. It's, as soon as this Drake storyline's over, feels like he's on the main roster. His first feud's been already outlined of Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
So it feels so clear that KO is the first feud. I mean, it's the second time they had the match showed up and helped Trick, who Melo was the manager for.
Yeah.
It feels like Carmelo Hayes is ready to have a massive 2024 when he hits the main roster. It's more of a matter of when than if this year to me now. Granted, I would have said the same thing last year.
I feel like he'll hit between Rumble and Elimination Chamber.
I think he'll be a post-Mania guy.
I don't know. I don't think he'll be post-Mania.
Well, because AJ's contract expires mid this year.
Okay.
And he'll probably retire.
Mm-hmm.
He'll probably see it through Mania and retire. And it could be Carmelo versus AJ at Mania, which I'd be fine with that match.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Women's superstar of the year. There's no way we have the same one.
I don't think so.
Who's yours?
Only you go first. No, I'm the female.
I said Bailey.
I'm very close though. I'm not even kidding. I'm very close.
Oh, it is who I think. I was pretty.
Bailey's
damn
amazing
close.
picked. Bailey's like I definitely I see the vision. I feel
like she's about to have the best women's. If we get Liv Rhea, that'll probably be the best. But either the best or second best women's feud walking into Mania.
I think Bailey will have a long-term feud throughout the whole year.
I think.
And my breakout star of the year,
Dakota Kai.
My female star of the year.
It's like this isn't breakout.
I apologize. My female superstar of the year, Dakota Kai.
I knew that was what you were gonna say.
When she comes back, I'm all about.
These three are about to put on some magic. I couldn't say EO because EO was one of the best this year.
Oh yeah, she's already.
I almost put Cody as my male superstar of the year. But
I was thinking about it.
I was like, I don't want to do. He was my MVP. I'm not going to throw him on here. Carmelo felt like the better answer to me.
Yeah.
And this is about to be the best. I think from when it happens, I'm guessing Rumble. All the way to SummerSlam is I think when we'll start to have it really slow down.
Mm-hmm.
Will be a generational women's 3-way feud.
Yeah.
And there's no other way around it.
Because I think Bayley will take over originally, and then it will move over to Dakota when she's fully healthy.
And I want Bayley to have a long title feud. I mean, a long title reign this year.
I want her to at least get to
months, 2 months.
I want September-ish at least.
Yeah, I want her to, after she had one of the best years last year, which if you look at Matt's record, you'd say she sucked.
Mm-hmm.
But none of her matches we could really say she was a loser because she was outstanding.
Yeah, she was great. I mean, other than like her losing, she was great.
Male breakout star of the year. Who do you got?
Whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. Yeah.
Yeah. You like it.
I'm really upset that the shirt they made, which is Tricking It Easy, it was staring right in the face. Just whoop that trick. That's all we needed.
Yeah, that's all we needed.
I would need a whoop that trick shirt. Yeah, Trick Williams was already doing great at the start of
I thought about Trick
last year. I mean, he broke out in the NXT realm, but the moment, I'm telling you, he's probably coming up with Carmelo, which means Booker's probably coming up with them. That
Booker better come to.
Oh, it almost has to.
If Booker is not, the only other way I will accept it is if Trick is on Raw and we get to get Ray Barrett to the act. Because did you see the clip of him doing them?
Yeah, it was great.
The only way I will accept it, or we get Pat McAfee back on Mondays.
Just replace Kevin Patrick with Booker T. That's all we need.
I want those ad-lib or actually put it a part of the song.
Yeah.
And I will compromise, even though it's not as fun not having Booker do it live on commentary. Booker looks like a proud dad watching Trick Williams. Am I wrong?
No, you're completely correct. But dude, last night I was watching his entrance, and there's it's up there with like LA Knight when you get like excited to see someone like you're like your body is awesome. Physical.
Which is hilarious because mine's the completely opposite path of someone people really hate.
Oh God!
And people thought was going to be a breakout last year, but just couldn't get over.
Oh no!
You know who it is, don't you?
I'm scared. I'm scared of who I think it is.
Who do you think it is?
I think it's Austin Theory, but I really hope it's
Take me to A-Town.
God damn it! No.
Austin Theory is my breakout star of the year candidate.
Can you be a breakout when you already had a U.S. championship? You've already had a Money in the Bank contract.
Yes. Do you want me to tell you how?
But don't tell me.
Finally get over with the fans.
Okay. I was going to say, don't tell me you're going to say World Heavyweight Champion or something like that.
That's been the one thing he's been missing.
To get over the fans? Yeah.
He has not been able to get over.
Grayson Waller's helping him start to get on that path.
It is staring us and everyone in the face of how you get him over. Everyone knows how you get him over. And that's you turn him face.
Yeah.
He would be over in a second as a face.
If you lean into his face tendencies, yeah.
If you lean into and it's so ironic because he's always been compared to this one guy his whole career since he came up to the main roster. Outside the ring, he's also so much like Cena.
He's like Cena, yeah.
This is such a clear. You make him face. That's your baby. That's one of your top baby faces for the next decade.
Mm-hmm.
But you keep trying to keep him heel. And I'm hoping Mania, but leading up to Mania, we get his turn. And we have the conversation of you turn him heel leading up to Elimination Chamber.
Mm-hmm.
And you go Theory versus Waller.
Yeah, I was say Theory versus Waller will be the word he turns face.
Because Austin Theory as a face to me feels like the most obvious top baby face you have sitting on your roster.
Mm-hmm.
That's just not getting used. His moveset, amazing.
I thought you were going to be like as a heel. He'll be the top.
No,
one of the top stars. Okay, if he turns face, I can see it. Yes,
he can be the top baby face for the next decade.
Yeah,
he's 20. He's in his 20s.
He's 26, I think.
he has a decade of elite face work in his backpack. He's not horrible on the mic, but it's bad on the mic as a heel.
He's 26.
He's good on the mic, but not good as a heel.
No.
That's the issue. When he was a face, he got over in NXT. Moved him to Raw. He was on SmackDown.
Yeah, he was on SmackDown originally.
Turn him heel. He's not over. That's just where we're at. Is turn him face.
Yeah, seriously. There's Cena comparisons already there, and I fully see it. So, yeah, I'm. Theory's been getting that bad type of heat where it's booing you out of the building rather than booing you because you're like Dominic Mysterio where you're hated because your character. Yeah, trust me, I've been in those buildings. It's not the right type of heat.
And the face, and if he gets booed as a face, it's more likely because he's booed because it's fun than booed because he's not a good face.
Yeah, it's like the booing of Cena.
It's like the booing of Cena, the booing of Angle.
Yeah.
It'd be that kind of boo, and that wouldn't be instant. It would be next year would be when we'd see that.
Yeah.
Because he's over and he's in a world title feud. Or come next year, he does have a world title if this face turn is as good as everyone thinks it will be outside of Triple H.
The issue I'm having with like booking all these world title feuds and whatever is that I don't know where they fit in a 12-month span. Unless we're swapping belts every so often, like that's the issue.
With who I think will be the world champion at the end of the year, you'll see where it fits in.
Okay.
Well, I'll do my female breakout star of the year.
Okay.
And she has already started a breakout this year after having an outstanding title match against Rhea Ripley.
Oh.
I said Ivy Nile.
Solid pick.
She really showed that she's great in the ring. She showed that she can wrestle a title match. I think
that's one of Rhea's bestest defenses.
But yeah, it's one of outside of Zelina Vega and one random Natalia match that was really good for no reason. It was an outstanding match. And as the Creed brothers get the tag titles, because they eventually will,
they should.
She's going to be in more light. She's going to have better matches. She's going to keep on doing her work. And we're going to come end of the year saying she deserves another shot at the title if she doesn't get one before then. That's who I said was my female breakout star of the year.
It's a great pick. It's an amazing pick. But there's one person better.
I know who yours is going to be.
Oh, then you guess who my
is Maxine Dupree.
Wrong.
Oh!
You're wrong.
Who is it?
Maxine's great, but we're going back down to NXT.
It's the one you're super high on.
Thea Hale, yeah.
You and I keep arguing about who the fourth new Force Horsewoman is.
I think Thea Hale can be the fourth Horsewoman.
I keep saying it's Blair Davenport.
I don't feel Blair, I don't feel it in my soul. I feel with Thea though. And I think Thea has the chance to become the next best heel we have and even if she doesn't move up to the main roster. NXT she could be the next Tiffany Stratton, not like the same character, like the same pop, the same heat, or whatever you want to call it, as Tiffany Stratton. I think that she's the Tiffany Stratton of this year. That's the breakout I have for her. Thea Hale, she's great. I love her. I think that we need to have a serious conversation about Thea Hale being a great, like the next great superstar.
That's fair. I wrote 2 names down for most improved. I decided there was one male. There's one female I couldn't leave off. There was one male I had to put on here as well.
Okay.
I'll start with my male. I said Solo Sikoa.
I was thinking about him originally, but I don't think he'll improve on the mic. That's the issue.
I want to see where he goes. I think keeping him with Heyman's the move.
Oh, but that removes Braun from being the next Heyman guy.
Tag team. I'm kidding. No. Do not put them in a tag team together. Unless you're going to have them go on like some 70-match win streak. But Solo hasn't had a solo run. He was great in NXT when he was by himself.
He needed work. He still needs work.
But which is all work he's gotten by being around the greatest wrestler we've had in the last half decade. Solo is going to get there, and I think Solo, when he finally can set on his own light instead of relying on putting the light on Roman and trying to put his hand in front of the light, we'll see. Will greatly succeed. Outstanding. Did you have a male and female too, or did you just do one?
I just did one. Yeah.
Who's yours?
Just because he had a recent thing happen. I have Oba.
For most improved?
Most improved. Put this man in the main roster. Let's go. Let's get him. Oba's in.
You and I walked in with different. I was like, who can take the biggest step up from last year?
He's already taken a step up from last year.
He's on the he has a contract.
Yeah, exactly. So
wow.
and if he continues improving, like he has shown how great he is. Most improved. There you go. Easiest most improved out there.
Oh well. My female. Maxine Dupree.
I see it. Yeah.
It felt like it's so obvious. So obvious that it's Maxine Dupree to me.
Yeah.
Outside the ring, she's fine. All of the work I'm believing in comes inside the ring. Mm-hmm. She's not ready for a one-on-one match. We saw that when she faced the person who could carry someone through a one-on-one match, and Maxine greatly struggled. Mm-hmm. And she needs to stay in the Alpha Academy for a while because she needs to get more of a character.
For a while. No, it's gonna be.
She needs to get more of a character by herself.
Yeah.
All of her things are the Alpha Academy. Thank you, and then doing the worm. That's her entire thing.
She'll get better.
I think she'll eventually find her character and be in NXT as a women's wrestler, and then develop in NXT as a in-ring worker, where she can only work one show here, one show there, but be in the ring with the people who have trained people for their whole lives.
Agreed.
You want to do your tag team first? Or you want me to do my tag team?
Is this tag team of the year or tag team wanted?
Wanted.
The tag team I want?
Yes.
Rhea Ripley and Cora Jade. No, I'm serious.
I know. I'm not surprised.
Rhea Ripley has needed that supporting female character in the Judgment Day. I've been long saying it's Liv Morgan, but the agenda right now is Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley at Mania. So that's not going to happen. So next best thing, Cora Jade. I mean, they're very similar. They both love CM Punk as well. I just learned that Rhea Ripley's a big CM Punk fan. So even more on board now. Goddamn.
Every reason you've had to hate CM Punk has gone away.
I'm okay with him. He's fine. Whatever.
Wow, the turn from two of his favorite wrestlers starting to like him is insane.
Ugh, whatever. Anyways, but Rhea's needed that supporting female character in the Judgment Day, and if it's not going to be Liv, it's going to be Cora. And I don't see any other way. That's how Cora gets in the main roster. That's how we get her popping off. And having her in the tag team with Rhea, even Spencer Ritter. And, we might actually have good tag team champions. But who's the current tag champions? It's down a chance. Well, they'll be fine for a while. Well, Cora Jade's not popping up until at least Mania. So
mine was Dijak and Cameron Grimes. It sounds two random names.
I was going to say, that was random.
Yeah. These are two guys who are great. Mm-hmm. Great, but don't get the TV time. Well, Dijak does in NXT. Mm-hmm. Cameron Grimes just doesn't get the TV time on SmackDown. Mm-hmm. Let them get the time they deserve on the main roster. Dijak's first main roster run was ruined by a horrible gimmick.
Retribution, yeah.
Retribution. Cameron Grimes just hasn't had the opportunity. Put them in a tag team. It'll be funny as hell because one's a country boy. One's the most serious, focused man you'll see.
It sounds like you're leading into that Rick Boogs Elias type tag team.
Kind of.
Elias isn't Elijah. We got to talk about that.
I still say the biggest miss is not having Elias
Well,
and
that's
his younger
easy.
brother Ezekiel.
They should have tagged.
It should have been a tag team. It should have been a tag team.
Anyways,
I'll do the match I want to see most. This is the being semi-realistic one.
okay.
Because I knew if I didn't say that, you would have said something like Mercedes Monet versus Rhea.
No, my dream match is different. It is completely different.
My match I want to see the most, I want Dragunov versus Drew.
Okay.
I know you expected Dragunov Gunther when I said Dragunov.
No, because that's like no.
Watching Drew work with Dragunov would be so fun.
Mm-hmm.
To put it frankly.
I agree.
The chemistry, I feel like, would just be great. They both worked really well with Gunther. Drew needs a great match again because they've been good matches.
NXT title feud incoming.
I main roster.
No, because Drew needs a title.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that is true. That's true. Take him back to NXT. No.
Becky did it, so.
Drew, no, we are not racing Drew like that. Drew should be in Mania. Drew should have a Mania. Drew should be on AV main event on main roster pay-per-view, and no one should blink twice.
Mm-hmm.
We need to see Drew have a great match with someone that's not Sheamus and Gunther.
Mm-hmm.
And who's like Sheamus and Gunther, but and still really good? Ilya Dragunov. And then main of WrestleMania, Dragunov versus Sheamus versus Drew versus Gunther. I see fatal four-way match.
No.
Give them an hour.
Also, I want to talk about that. You said if no one had the triple threat in the top 10, they deserve to be an Arkham.
That's I specifically
Call me the fucking Joker.
I specifically said that because of you.
Yeah.
I was targeting you with that tweet.
Bro,
I was like,
target on me.
Grayson's probably gonna see this, and I'm gonna target his ass.
All right, match I want to see this year: Roxanne Perez versus literally anyone on the main roster.
Okay, Natalia.
Fine by me. They would work great together. Natalia's a safe worker. She's great.
Cool. Give her Nia Jax.
Roxanne Perez would cook.
Nia Jax squash match on Roxanne.
That's disgusting.
You said any match.
Yeah, but it doesn't have to be a squash match.
Said any match.
Roxanne Perez is already a bigger star than Nia Jax has ever been, so I don't want to hear it.
Oh no, Nia's pretty over right now.
She's not over.
I know, it's a joke.
But yeah, Roxanne Perez literally just needs to be in the main roster at this point. So just
a lot of NXT does, to be fair.
That's true. But I think this is the year that Roxanne Perez gets called up.
All right, what was your dream match?
Drew versus Sami for the World Heavyweight Championship. Do we have the same one?
No. I went Dream.
Oh,
but I love you because I have been on this road.
No, we talked about last episode. It was literally the TikTok. But I'm saying the reason why it's a dream match is because that means that one of them has to have the championship belt.
Well, one of them has to actually get the title to have that match.
So that's why it's a dream right now. And I don't see where it's coming in, but we'll talk about that in a little bit in just a second when we get to the championship, who we think is going to have at the end of the year. But
my dream match, this has to happen at Survivor Series.
Oh, we're going all the way to fucking November, okay?
Cody Rhodes versus Dustin Rhodes.
We've already seen this before. It happened.
Not on WWE television.
I think it did, actually. I think it was Stardust versus Goldust.
Is that Cody Rhodes versus Dustin Rhodes?
It technically is.
It's not Dustin Rhodes. It's not Cody Rhodes. We do not talk about one of those two names you just said.
Yeah, Goldust.
One of them's a Hall of Famer. One of them got one of the greatest workers we have in WWE right now fired.
Not fired. He quit.
Oh, he released. He quit, yeah.
And
made one of them quit.
Second of all, it made one of the greatest wrestlers we have working today.
Yes, but we could have had that sooner if it wasn't for Stardust.
No, we wouldn't have had it though. They would throw him into a
Give
different
me
gimmick.
Cody Rhodes versus Dustin, belt versus career.
I guess that's how you want to retire Goldust.
It is. He'd be wrestling as Dustin Rhodes, not the Goldust.
I guess.
I won't make him dress up as Goldust at this age.
That's fair.
Who's your prediction for the best call-up of the year, and why is it Roxanne Perez?
It's not. We're going back to my male breakout. I think my male breakout. Yeah, my male breakout.
That trick. Whoa, that trick. Yeah.
Hey, yeah. Trickle. Like I said, I'm all aboard the train now. The train has taken off.
Train's going 200 miles an hour.
It's going faster than that shit.
My call-up of the year. Wesley.
He's hurt.
Yeah, it's
He's gonna be out for a year.
Oh yeah, fuck. Forgot it's a year injury.
Yeah.
I was thinking
It's like late next year, late this year.
I forgot it was that bad.
Yeah.
All right, audible time. Time for an audible. Call up of the year. Carmelo Hayes. A+ performance. A+ performance. There's our TikTok. There's our TikTok.
Yep, there it is.
That's the TikTok of the year.
God,
That's our TikTok of the year.
Oh.
Yeah, I hope not too. I unless it's like a 10 million view TikTok.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
Well, 2025 call up of the year is wrestling.
There you go. We already know what next year's.
I was looking a year ahead. No. Carmelo Hayes. I talked about him as I said he could be my superstar of the year.
Mm-hmm, sure.
The other name I thought about saying, and I had it written down until the last second.
Until you audible to the worst person.
Until I audible to the wrong name. I could have said any other name and been right. The other name I debated saying was Blair Davenport.
She's not getting called up.
I think she will be eventually.
Eventually, sure.
And I think it's
and
it's like Grayson. Grayson's a perfect example for this. I think people are sleeping on how talented she really is.
Because Thea Hale's better, yeah.
I think Blair could be the best of the four.
Best of the four?
I think there's a chance. Grayson, can I say this?
Caleb's tired. We're firing Caleb.
Grayson, can I say this? Grayson, 10 years ago, if you looked at the four horsewomen and you said Becky Lynch was going to be the best of the four, you know what people would have said?
They would have said that you're kind of crud because they didn't like Bailey.
They would have told you to get the fuck out because Charlotte Flair is going to be the best of the four.
I mean, Shirley has the most belts.
We've discussed that means nothing.
I know.
Okay.
I still think that Tiffany Stratton and Cora Jade, Roxanne Perez are still miles better.
All right. Who is your fall off of the year?
Because I think she'll fall off the entire roster. Nia Jax. She beat Becky Lynch in her first match.
Becky Lynch is winless this year.
It's all the way there. It's just down from there. There's no highs coming up. There's no belts in her future. There's no tag team I can see her being part of. There's nothing for her.
I'm gonna look Grayson in the eyes as I say this name. They're currently holding a belt.
Don't you fucking do it. Don't you fucking do it.
They've been one of the most dominant champions.
Don't you fucking do it. Don't you fucking do it.
They are the leader of a faction.
I mean, debatable if we're thinking about the same person.
Damian Priest.
Okay, good. Woo!
And I know the Money in the Bank contract is technically not a belt.
He does have a belt, though. He's got the undisputed tag team.
Oh, yeah, he does have the undisputed tag teams, too. Yeah. Just so you know, I had Rhea written until this morning. Like
Uh-huh.
the fall off, it was like the fall off's gonna be she's gonna lose a belt, and it's gonna be the what do we do with Rhea Ripley confusion of because she's so good, but what do we have to do without the belt?
You have her throw into a Becky feud.
I was like, no, Rhea's gonna still be over for at least till Mania. I can't say that's the fall off of the year.
I think she'll still be over because she was over without a belt.
But at least I think until Mania, while she has the belt, she's gonna be the most over woman on the roster.
Oh yeah.
Once she drops the belt, I think whoever takes it, Liv, will be the most over woman on the roster.
Yeah.
But I said Damian Priest.
That belt's doing great apparently right now.
Yeah. I said Damian Priest.
That's not.
Last year, halfway through the year, everyone thought he was ready for a world title.
Mm-hmm.
Not even halfway. After Backlash, everyone was ready for him to hold a title.
Mm-hmm.
Won Money in the Bank, and people didn't hate it, and LA Knight was in that match. And everyone thought LA Knight should have won.
Mm-hmm.
He's had the worst Money in the Bank reign I can remember since. It's been worse than Theory.
That's debatable.
Theory did not try to cash in 37 times.
That's true. That's true.
Fail every single time he has attempted to cash in. He just ended up the one time he tried to really cash in was against Brock Roman, and Brock just threw his ass across the room. Which, if you try to cash in SummerSlam Brock vs. Roman, what do you fucking expect?
Yeah.
There's a fucking tractor.
Also, wasn't it last man standing in that SummerSlam?
Yes.
So what, he had to keep Brock or Roman down for 10 seconds?
Yes.
That's ludicrous.
that was not gonna happen.
Yeah, no.
No, it wasn't this year. Oh yeah, no, it would have been. Yeah, sorry, my bad. I was tripping.
I'm still upset that that Money in the Bank idea with Drew didn't happen. With Theory was supposed to cash in, but since there's two belts on the line, he'd only be cashing in for the WWE Championship or whatever. Drew would have pinned Theory.
I wish that would have happened.
And then Drew would have had the black belt, and the black belt would still be around. But I'm kind of happy then because the World Heavyweight Championship looks prettier.
Yep. Are you ready to talk about championships?
Sure thing, my guy.
Do we want to go with Raw or SmackDown first?
Whatever you want, my guy.
We'll go with Raw.
Sure.
Who is your world champion by year's end?
My World Heavyweight Championship by year's end. By December 2024. The guy who will be holding that gold belt.
I know this is going to Dom.
Sami Zayn.
That's a tutty.
That's why I'm saying it may be a dream match. I think that Sami will win it towards the end of the year, and that's why they might not be able to fit it in a Drew match this year. I definitely think if Drew is still signed with WWE, 2025 is when that match happens.
Yeah. Mine is the most shocking answer you will hear from this.
Finn Balor.
No. Because it's totally not like me to say Gunther's going to be the World Heavyweight Champion.
Where does that fit in?
It'll fit in somewhere.
I'm telling you, Seth will have it for the first 4 months until Mania. Then Punk will have it for 2-3 months, whatever, however long. Someone else will have it. Then Sami will have it.
You want me to tell you where it fits in?
Sure.
Money in the Bank cash-in.
You think Gunther's going to win the Money in the Bank?
I think Gunther's going to win Money in the Bank.
That's disgusting. I don't want to see that in my life. That is so unlike Gunther too, because he's like, I want to lift this sport up into how the pristine sport it used.
And you know what he's going to do? And do you want me to tell you why it is Gunther?
Do you think he's going to return?
He's going to, the night after he wins Money in the Bank, say, this is the date I'm cashing in.
Oh, you think he's going to do a Rob Van Dam?
He's going to call it out. He's going to say it's the last Raw SmackDown of the year. Gave a month's notice, so whoever holds that belt knows, hey, the last Raw of the year is a title shot against Gunther.
Okay.
And that is a Gunther way to do Money in the Bank.
I guess.
And every match it's going to be in as who is facing Gunther leading up to it.
Okay.
Who's the Intercontinental Champion?
Intercontinental Champion is Jey Uso.
I said Braun Breaker.
Wow, you think he's going to call it up and immediately go for the championship?
Not immediately. This is by year's end.
Yeah, I know that, but like still, like.
And I think it's
Immediately.
going to be one of the pay-per-views between SummerSlam and Survivor Series. He wins it.
Okay, I can see it.
Crown Jewel, something like that, where he takes the belt from whoever's holding it at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever dethrones Gunther, probably Ilya
Jey Uso.
or Jey Uso.
I got my man Jay. I think Jay can be a really good mid card champion.
Yeah.
That is my agenda I'm pushing.
Yeah, I want Jay to be a mid-card champion so bad.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to see him with a singles belt.
He'll have it. He'll get it. I think
He
it's
won't.
by years in.
It'll suck because he won't go in as a singles competitor to the Hall of Fame.
He could. There's potential there.
He'd need another 2 or 3 years as a singles.
Let's look. Does Jey Uso have it in his tank? He's 38. Whoa.
Whoa!
I didn't know that.
I thought he was older.
Really? I thought he was younger. I thought he might be like 34.
I thought he was in his 40s.
Either on the same age as fucking Seth Rollins. So.
Wow.
Hey, I mean, it's unlikely.
It's not unrealistic.
No, if he's got a few years and get a few title belts, you know.
We already know his feuds for the rest of the year. Well, leading
We
to
know one of
Mania.
them. Yeah.
We know we basically have the Mania script for him. Yeah. He's gonna run into Jimmy at the Rumble. Mm-hmm. They're gonna start that back up. Mm-hmm. We're gonna get Jay vs. Jimmy Mania. Mm-hmm. Hopefully, Extreme Rules Last Man Standing. Or maybe an I Quit match.
I don't like I Quit matches. I think they're stupid.
Oh well.
It's okay.
Well, Raw has the World Heavyweight Championship on Raw, right?
That's correct.
For the women's.
No, it's the Women's World Championship.
Okay, the Women's World Champion I have by the end of the year. This is the one that Grayson's gonna hate the most.
Oh God.
Nia Jax.
Okay, Caleb's fired. I will.
Psych! Zoe Stark.
I don't like it.
I know you don't like it. I'm not here to please
you. I see it. Because she's been in the title picture for some reason. She's been in the title picture, but
I think she's slowly going to take steps to being ready to hold the belt. We saw it in that one match, in the one title match he had 1-on-1 with Rhea. Mm-hmm. At Survivor Series, was it? Right? I'm not tripping?
Yep.
Where she was outstanding. Then WWE, for some reason, fed her to Nia.
Yeah.
Zoe Stark's young. I know that's what you were just looking up.
No, I'm looking up the women's roster right now. Oh. I'm trying to figure out who I'm going to make the wild pick for.
Zoe Stark's 29 years old.
Yeah.
And she'll be probably turning 30 by year's end. Mm-hmm. Oh, she'll be turning 30 within the month.
Yeah, I mean, if she's going to turn 30 no matter what this year. You knew that because that's how ages work.
But I didn't know her birthday's in 22 days.
Okay.
But anyway, she could have been January 1st or 2nd.
Or 3rd.
Or 3rd.
But today's Florence Pugh's birthday, so no one else.
So there was a 1 in over 100 chance that's who already turned 29. That was her birthday. But I feel like Zoe Stark's ready to take that step to becoming a world champion. Mm-hmm. Who's yours?
We're gonna revisit one of the best championship matches in the last few years. Well, one of the best women's matches in the last few years. And to end the year, we're gonna have a Liv Morgan versus Becky Lynch title feud, with Becky Lynch becoming the next women's champion.
I'm not against it at all.
Because
I'll never be against the Becky reign.
No, but like that Liv Becky match day 1 of 2022, fantastic. It's a great match. So if you ever want to rewatch a women's match, there you go. But yeah, I think that's how we'll end the year is with Becky having the belt.
That's fair.
What is bro looking up?
Nothing. I was typing something.
Rose typing.
I was making sure I had something ready.
Okay.
Okay, move to SmackDown.
All right.
We talked about earlier how there's going to be a clear path to A-Town having a championship feud in 2025. And I didn't choose this champion to make it fit. It just so happens that it perfectly fits. I said KO is going to hold the title at the end of the 2024.
What?
Kevin Owens will be the undisputed champion come out of 2024.
I mean, I like the pick. I don't see it happening. I just don't see it happening.
I think KO, when he's held the title, has been amazing. He's one of those guys who don't need the title.
Mm-hmm.
But walking into 2025, I want him to hold the title,
mm-hmm.
and either at some point lose it leading up to Mania 2 theory,
mm-hmm.
or 2025 Mania. Well, 2025 Rumble winner is Sammy, and we get Sammy KO Mania.
Fun idea.
Who's yours?
That's a fun idea.
I know who. I feel like, yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
They're not gonna have Roman drop the belt to Cody and not have it be at least for 6 months to till at least Mania.
Yeah.
The 6 months to a year is what Cody's reign will be, and there's no.
Oh, you can't hate on it.
Yeah.
Can't hate on it at all.
It's the obvious choice, I know, but like, it's
not the obvious choice is sometimes the right choice.
It's the Occam Razor, yeah.
Who's your U.S. champ?
Kevin Owens. I think both KO and Sammy will hold belts. I think Sammy will finally get his World Championship belt. But yeah, Kevin Owens will be holding the U.S. Championship once again by the end of this year.
My U.S. champion is the Aussie. The Waller effect. Grayson Waller.
That's a good choice.
I feel like I thought about putting him down as my breakout star over Theory.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like he's broken out.
I
feel like he's really broke out this year.
Mm-hmm.
And to break out more to that point, I think you would need to be big main title feud,
mm-hmm.
which I don't see happening this year, where we can seriously take him as a threat to win the belt.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully I'm wrong and he takes that big of a step.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
All right.
How much you want to bet we have the same SmackDown champion?
I mean, we already talked about what mine's probably going to be.
Who's yours?
Episode, Dakota Guy.
Oh, yeah, duh. I really thought we were going to have the same one because of who I wrote down.
Did you write down Bailey?
No.
Whoa.
From NXT.
Whoa.
Part of the next four horsewomen.
Whoa.
And she's in both of ours.
Whoa.
It's not Roxanne Perez.
Okay.
It's not Tiffany Stratton.
Really?
Cora Jade ends the year as the SmackDown Women's Champion.
It's not that's not what the belt's called anymore, but okay.
Oh, sorry. So whatever they call the SmackDown one.
WWE Women's Champion.
The WWE Women's Champion. Cora Jade ends the year holding WWE titles. WWE Gold.
I'm fine with it.
Yep.
I'm okay with it. I'm with it. Don't know if she'll end up with that belt, but okay. I still think she'll go with where Rhea's going because But
I think that's going to be I think Cora and Roxanne will go SmackDown, and we'll see Tiffany and whoever the other one called up with Tiffany go to Raw.
See, I had it swapped. I had Tiffany at SmackDown, so
there's no wrong choice on where they can go.
That's true.
No wrong choice.
Do you want to make a wild pick for whoever will have a belt in this year?
Sure. Who do you think at some point? Who's yours?
My wild choice for this year
Your wild choice. Well, I think for a second.
for the World Heavyweight Championship,
Any belt.
or for any belt, just in general.
Here, we'll go one mid card, one main,
All right.
and one women's. Keep it interesting.
All right. One main belt for the roster. One random person. I'm still thinking this one.
I'm going to start mid card.
All right.
I think at some point this year, we see a. What makes it so hard is Hunter likes long title reigns.
Mm-hmm.
That's what makes it so hard.
He doesn't.
Dominic Mysterio at some point holds a mid card title.
Let's go. Let's go. I'm with it.
And
Love it.
if you would have asked me to say a name I would guarantee will hold one,
Yeah,
it's a different answer. But this is wild.
We're making wild choices here. We're going crazy for a mid card title. Most random choice in the world to hold it. John Cena.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I see.
To me, if I wanted to make it clear, that's the guy who's going to hold a belt. The guy whose shirt you're wearing is going to hold the U.S. title this year.
Yeah, he's gonna hold it after Mania. We know that.
Yeah, that's the main. He's holding it after Mania.
We know that LA Knight's gonna hold it, but like that's a guaranteed choice. We're talking going crazy. Gotta give him. Like I said, I'm with Randy beating the title belt record and John getting his Grand Slam.
Yeah,
it's all John needs. So,
I'm gonna go women's belt next because this is the name that's popping to me, and it's my breakout. It's Ivy Nile.
Okay.
I'd like to see her have a short reign with it.
Okay.
Not a hold it forever, but just get accustomed to how it feels to be the women's champion.
Okay.
I don't know when you win it. She wins it.
I think that was
Maybe she wins Money in the Bank.
Ooh. Okay. I see it. I see the vision. I'm not against it.
And it's one of those like Liv's first reign.
Yeah.
Where it's much more of a feel it out type reign than a serious Rhea type reign that she's had of any of the Charlotte, Becky's.
You know, that's funny.
Huh.
The picture of Liv winning the championship is one of my backgrounds.
I know. Yeah, I know. It got you on a CNC video.
It did. It did give me a CNC video. I totally forgot about that. That's right. So not because I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility, but I just don't see where it fits in. Kari Sane.
Yeah,
I just don't know where it fits in. It's wild because technically she's not one of the top stars, but you know, I see it happening. Just I don't know when, or where, or how. Somewhere, maybe. But I also think that WWE Women's Champion is going to be just taken up by all of Damage Control having a feud. I know that Kari Sane's technically part of Damage Control, but I don't know where she'd fit in that. So
yeah,
I still think it's the 3 members.
Now for the wild one. This is going on a similar path of this is a Money in the Bank.
Oh fuck! I had a different choice too. God damn it.
Who's the other choice?
Michin. I can never see her having a belt.
Wins this week.
Maybe.
You know, my wild choice.
Maybe.
A wild choice. And he wins this through Money in the Bank. Has a 1-month reign as well, just to piss people off.
Oh.
This is purely to piss every wrestling fan off because he's a part-time wrestler. And we wanted him to win Money in the Bank last year, but he did not win.
Yeah.
Give the belt to Logan Paul.
I'm with it.
The amount of wrestling fans who will throw a hissy fit over it would be hilarious.
It'd be amazing. I love it.
Imagine Roman's holding the belt and he's the one who beats Roman.
God, dude, imagine the fucking meltdown that the internet would have.
Imagine if Cody's about to retain one last time and the year's champion and Logan Paul cashes in and beats Cody to take the belt for the rest of the year.
God.
The atomic meltdown that would come from that.
The internet would fucking blow up.
It would be awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, top it.
I will top it pretty easily, actually. He does it accidentally.
Oh my god, yep, I'm in. I know who it is.
He does it accidentally because he somehow got into the match. R-Truth.
Yeah.
Give him a world title reign, baby.
Do you know how funny? Would that make him a Grand Slam champion?
It might actually make him a Grand Slam champion. He definitely has a tag. He definitely has a mid card, right?
He definitely has the. I know he's had the U.S. belt because he won that.
24/7, 54 times.
He won. He's never had the IC title.
That's
wait. Is the hardcore title a world title?
Is it a world title? Hardcore championship.
Do they consider it a world title?
I'm looking. No, because they get unified with the Intercontinental. So it's a mid card.
So if it's unified with the Intercontinental title, he's held the hardcore title, which means
R-Truth only needs the main title.
That would be the funniest.
Give it to me for like a week. I don't even care.
Imagine he accidentally wins Money in the Bank.
He tried to do it at the Rumble.
Just they fumble around. The guy who hits the briefcase doesn't grab it, and it just drops in his to his lap.
Even better. Yeah, the guy who's on top of who we think's gonna win, unclips it, drops it though, can't pick it up. R-Truth just catches it. Perfect. It's who wins.
I'm the money in the chicken holder. I can cash this anytime at any McDonald's to get chicken nuggets.
Give it to me, man. R-Truth winning the WWE Championship would be the.
It'll never happen.
Oh, it definitely has to happen at some point. They can't not do it.
But I really want Cody to be like Truth. 1, 2, 3, and then give me, and then I'll pit 1, 2, 3. Give me my title back. You
just do 24/7 rules.
Hey, 24/7 should count as a world championship. Just saying.
Hey, he is the 24/7, the 48/7.
Hold on. I just realized
it's not a world title.
How close is this guy to being a Grand Slam champion?
Oh God. Do you need both title belts to be Grand Slam? I'm very confused about that.
I don't think so.
I really hope we're not wrong. But
oh my God. Jinder's 2 belts away.
He's 2 belts away. Which belts does he need?
IC. He needs the IC and tag titles.
He doesn't have the tag titles?
No.
I thought he'd have the tag titles.
I thought he was gonna be 1 away.
We cannot hinder Jinder this year. It's impossible to hinder Jinder this year.
That has to be a bad image.
He's gonna get to the Rocket at Elimination Chamber.
Imagine he's the one who takes down Gunther.
I mean, I'm with it. I'm for it.
Yeah, 1-time WWE US champion, 2-time 24/7.
All right.
And the most impressive thing of all, he finished top 20 in a top 20 500 wrestlers of the year.
He did?
Number 14.
Was this the year he had a WWE champion? Yeah,
yes,
it was.
He was also the most hated in 2017 and most improved in 2017.
Hey, some people hate when people are improving.
And then they said it was he also got the funniest award for winning the world title in 2017.
All right, 2024. We're looking ahead. Rumble is in 3 weeks, right? Yeah, 3 weeks.
Yep.
In Tampa Bay, Florida. We're gonna have our predictions the day before then, right? Yeah.
Yeah, day before. Yeah. Or the morning, or go up the. No, it goes up the day before. Yeah,
it goes up the day before. So we have 2 more episodes between them. We'll figure something out. We don't know what we're doing next week per se. So, yeah, we'll see you guys next week for Curb Stomp Podcast, and Until then, have fun, watch some wrestling, and we'll see you guys after next week. Yeah. Bye-bye.